What's good, my G's? Your boy Snow, Ignorant Gamers in the house. How you doing? How you living? How you gaming? Of course, if you don't already know, G stands for Gamers. PlayStation 4 meeting, September 7th, 2016. Announcement of the PlayStation Slim, $299. Announcement of the PlayStation 4 Pro, aka PlayStation Neo, $399. And I just finished doing a 34-minute ranting video, and I decided not to upload that and to record that because that was a video of me ranting, raving, and being pissed off. I might upload it, but y'all gonna have to ask to hear that. I'll render it with no visual, but y'all gonna have to ask for that one because I'm not gonna render it. I'm not gonna just put it out there. Maybe, I don't know, but I wanted to do a way significantly shorter video just to get out my voice and just to report to you guys and try to leave or try to minimize my fucking passion for what's happening in the gaming industry to this day. So let's just start with the good stuff. Again, entry level PlayStation newly redesigned Slim PS4 coming in at $299 for people to buy in. Expect to see $299 bundles with new shit, whatever. I don't know what the hard drive is because they didn't say. However, I do know that this system comes out September 15th. I do know the hard drive of the PlayStation 4 Pro, which would be a 1 terabyte, and that's coming out November 10th, I believe. And again, that price is $399. Now, the PlayStation Pro is basically the 4K scale with the HDR touting point. Now, I know the 4K is supposed to be the touting, but for everyone I'm going to say the HDR now, and then I'm going to yank the HDR rug up under it. Why? Because they also said in this release that HDR capability will be a firmware update to every PlayStation 4 that's currently on the market. By the way, that's 40 million PlayStations. I'm not saying that to get you fucking Xbox people riled up. I'm just trying to point out to the fact that there's 40 million PlayStation 4s already on the market. I don't really understand why this particular brand or this particular SKU is coming out. I do believe that the current PlayStation could have had a dongle or something that you snap onto the back, shout out to the Sega Saturn, that would have been able to help the 4K content go to where it needed to go. If you don't know about the Neo, which is the PS4 Pro, basically it's the switch. The PlayStation 4 Pro will get a certain copy of the game that you will be able to run the better version of the game. It's the same game essentially as whatever's on the PS4 original. No difference, no change, other than the game might just look better because of, well, not even HDR, because that's going everywhere if you have a HD TV or HDR enabled television, but maybe just better frame rate. I don't know. I don't even know how to put that because I'm still upset. Calm down. Here's what it is. There's also a redesign, or not a redesign, there's also a new PlayStation controller. And from the photos that I've seen from the official PlayStation Twitter, it is currently will be on the PlayStation 4 Slim and the new PlayStation. They said zero things about that fucking thing and then asked us what we think about it. We don't know if there is a better battery. We don't know if the thumbsticks are made of a better material. We don't know if they added some better grip support. We just don't fucking know. Okay, so what we do know is that there's a nice little light that's in the front of this shit now, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully it doesn't drain the battery more. To me, the guy went ahead and he spoke about, for 40 minutes, this is a waste of 40 minutes that could have been done in actually just one of their own videos. That just put a video out that explained it, kind of like a fucking, I don't want to say that. Shout out to the Wii U, by the way, for 1080 60 frame games delivered without even saying it. And PlayStation saying that PlayStation meeting or the first E3 since the PlayStation 4 that games will play at 1080 60 frames per second, and I don't really care about that. I care about the 60 frames though, because that's a different experience. Going back to the Scorpio, Xbox tweeted out something that was pretty interesting. That was a dope ass little clapback, because during this PlayStation meeting there was no talks about 4K Blu-ray because it doesn't exist. Xbox clapped back saying that the Xbox One does 4K streaming, which the PlayStation will do, but also have 4K Blu-ray and some other shit that just debatable, but again, it's available, right? Man, this is just very hard because there's not a lot of 4K TVs in the house. I don't want to say in the market, I want to say in people's house. So those who have a 4K TV, shout out to you, but it's still upscaling because they keep trying to say it's 4K gaming. Motherfuckers on PC ain't 4K gaming. This shit will exist between 1080 and 4K, and it will scale up for the motherfuckers who want it to be 4K, and it will scale down to 1080. Who asked for this? This is something that I really do want to know. I'm not asking that to be sarcastic. I really want to know who's asking for this. And by the way, 0 specs have been given. They said, a developer outside of the show said, at a follow-up show, a post show said that it's 2.5 times. Then he cleaned it up and said the GPU is 2.5 times. And then someone else within the same panel said something about 10 times. The CPU is supposed to be a little better, which is Polaris Architect by AMD. And obviously the GPU is a little better. Sony love to put numbers on a board. They love to speak about who does what and 8 quad and this, that, and third. This is what they do because they're an electronic company. It's in their blood. They can't fucking shake it. So the fact that it's not there, now all those conspiracy theories that I was trying to tell, they go chill out. Now I'm gonna let them talk because I think they're onto something. As far as the design goes, I'm not really feeling the design of either the Slim or the triple layered Pro. I understand why it's 3 layers for the Pro, but I'm just not feeling the design. I just don't feel like it's as sleek and I hate to fucking say it, as visually attractive as the one that we currently have right now. I feel like they use some other material, at least that's what the photos look like and what the videos look like. They use some other materials that just doesn't really quite hold up. Speaking about the photos and the video, if it's available now, I will link it, but they showed a lot of 4K games. They show a lot of games with the HDR stuff, and they know that it's hard to see that in the stream, which is why I'm not even bothering to talk about it that much, because the games they mentioned, it's like they fucking brought out Infamous Second Son, the DLC character with the woman in it, the neon powers. Dope, by the way, but like, come on, really? Andromeda fucking jumping from platform to platform to show me powers of like, come on, son. This whole shit was a waste of time. And the fact that both these companies have been doing what they've been doing, they shortchanged us from the get-go. If you got an Xbox, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Remember, you wasn't supposed to get an Xbox without the Kinect. You were supposed to get a digital lending product. You were supposed to get a console that's supposed to move efficiently out the gate. Why? Because the 360 set it up to knock it out the park. And that didn't happen. You've had 2, 3, maybe 3.5 UI changes. Why is that? Don't tell me for Windows 10. Because Microsoft been working on Windows 10. Don't tell me that. Because they was working on 8.1. That's the Metro style. I don't want to hear it. Right? Then they tell you, yo, you gotta buy an Elite. Why? Because it's Elite. Plus the hard drive's faster and this, that, and the third. And then they tell you you gotta buy a 1S. Well, you don't have to, but they put a 1S in front of your face. That's efficiently the dominant console, because the Scorpio doesn't sound like an Xbox One. The Scorpio sounds like a next gen thing, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. and I know I just didn't complete another thought because I'm still pissed. So at least you get a 10-minute video instead of the 34-minute video that I already shot. Is this for me? No, I'm not enticed. They didn't even get into the VR stuff, and I don't care about VR, but I kind of thought, like, when September hit and they do this meeting, which I predicted that they would do a meeting closer to the VR release date, that they will kind of go into VR and lay out some other stuff. And VR was just one other note trying to sell you on why they made this console, which this entire 40-minute presentation did not sell me on why anyone should go out to look for this console unless you're going to buy an 4K television. But I still don't get my 1080p's, which I don't care about. I do care about my frames, because when you see that frame rate, you'll understand. We barely got games that can stay locked at 30 when they say it's locked, and we were promised something bigger. And that goes for you too, Xbox. Again, shout out to my Wii U, who's been delivering me games at 60 frames per second. Too bad Nintendo doesn't want to play ball, because I would take my ball and go home, and home is Nintendo, because Nintendo is the rite of passage. Your boy Snow Ignorant Gamerz, and I'm out. Peace.